Thank you so much for coming. So today we're gonna have Christina who's gonna talk about public speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. So happy that you recorded. Okay. So before that, I just want to tell you about the events that is happening at Hubu this week. So since you know, our previous yoga teacher is now away, but right now we have some other yoga teacher that is going to do the Wellness Wednesday. So it's basically a yoga session every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And everything is provided by us, the teacher, of course, the math and also the math and the teacher, only that. But also the space for you to do the yoga here outside. So it's going to be happening tomorrow. Feel free to join. And yeah, the other thing is we also gonna have entrepreneurial think tank tomorrow. So we have Queen and also Mason, and they are the founder of Journey. So Journey is a lifestyle company that teach at the center of coding and spirituality, and they need some feedback about their product itself. So if you're free tomorrow around 12:30 to 1:30, feel free to join us and just give them feedback about it. I might say it's a really nice event for you to kind of like help everyone, help each other, and then and it's such a good karma for you as well. Since you're in Bali. I don't know. Okay, the next one it will be on Thursday, which is the Bali Bungkus. So we have Mona. And she's going to talk about the Amazon e-commerce 101. So all the things about Amazon basically. So if you're free on Thursday, May 31st, on start from 12:30 to 1:30, feel free to join that one. And the last one is our social event, which is the members lunch. So we're going to have a members lunch outside there at 12:30 to 1:30. So feel free to join us if you want to come. But please send us a reservation so we know if you're interested. Then we can book the spot for you, because basically we only have 20 spots for each member's lunch. So if you're interested, feel free to let me know so I can book the space for you.
The food is delicious,
Yeah.
by the way.
What's the Bali bunkers?
So Bali Bungkus is it's kind of like a Skillshare. Actually, it's the
Okay.
same format, but what makes it different between the Skillshare and Bali Bungkus is the topic itself. So for Skillshare, the topic it can be anything, and the Bali Bungkus is more related to technical, like business related kind of topics. So yeah, all right. So everyone, please welcome Christina. I need more applause. Yeah, that's how you build up the things. Yeah, good. Again. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Makasih. See you later. All right, welcome everybody to a public speaking workshop. This is not a good start, right? So welcome everybody, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you will enjoy this Skillshare. What I designed for this Skillshare are 3 takeaways. And we're going to have a look into voice, body, and mind. So you're going to take away one thing from each of these, okay? First of all, who am I? Boo! Oh, yeah, that's the hardest question. My name is Christina, but you can call me Chris. And 3 random facts about me could be that, well, first of all, I am Italian. So hand gestures is going to be part of this Skillshare. It's included in the price. Another thing about me is that pretty much I've been on stage all my life, and I love it. I've been acting, singing, musical theater, and I've been also a clown, for those of you who don't know, in the Sydney Luna Park, which was probably the most fun job I've ever done in my life. And another thing about me, a random thing, is that I love kids. I really love kids. For this reason, the Skillshare today that we're going to have is going to be not too serious, but it's going to also be a little bit of fun, because, you know, we're here to learn, but also we're here to have to shake it off a little bit and let loose, guys, because that's what we're going to do today a little bit, okay? So also I'd like to say hi to all of you who are watching this, or all of you who are re-watching this. So thank you so much for that. Okay, coolio. So let's start with this. I would like to start with some interaction with you. So what do you guys think we do need when we do public speaking related to voice? Volume?
Energy.
What did you say?
Volume.
Volume.
Energy.
Energy. Yeah, energy.
Intonation.
Excuse me?
Intonation.
Intonation.
Clarity.
Intonation. Clarity. Yes, correct. Speed. Yeah, the rhythm of the way you speak. Yeah.
Pauses.
Rhythm. Well, let's write speed. What did you say?
Pauses.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pausing. Anything else? Volume, energy, intonation, clarity. So if we could include, for example, in clarity, something called articulation, because it's something that belongs to clarity, but not necessary. We don't necessarily remember that. So articulation is, I think, probably the most important one. We go to many conferences where the people speak like this and they think they're so cool because they don't really move the mouth and it's just so nice and you just listen to them and they look so cool. But then, come on guys, like it's fine, I can see your teeth, like it's okay, I don't think you have a very bad mouth. You know, it's very important to articulate when we speak so people can understand. Especially when, for example, people like me, we're foreigners, or you are talking to foreigners and they won't be able to understand what you're saying. So this was something, of course we have to think about, so we have the intonation can be also called something like pitch. The pitch, the way you speak. And so it will be very different. If I speak like this, also all the time, it can be a little bit annoying. Why? Because it is. Well, but that also, this kind of voice, we think about it. So for example, I'm very nervous, okay? So I'm like, oh my God, okay, what's gonna happen? And I turn around, oh my God! Like, of course, my voice will go on a higher pitch. If instead, I am talking to you, to Kara, about something very intimate, I will go to a lower pitch, you know? Lower pitch, higher pitch. What's the right way when we do public speaking? Well, always in the middle. So we need to kind of balance. So if I was speaking like this all the time, you would be annoyed. But if I was speaking very deeply to you, like this all the time, after a while, you would fall asleep because it's just too low. So all these things and much more, we have to think about them when we're talking. And on top of this, also there is something else. Body-related things. What can we use? What do we need to think about when we're doing a public speech? What is it?
Posture.
Posture. Yes, and?
Moving meaningfully.
Body language?
Eye contact.
Exactly. This is not working. Yeah, sorry if I'm giving you my, back part. Guys, complain to Hubot, it doesn't work. Okay, eye contact. And something else? What else can we have?
Gestures.
The gestures, like the Italians do a lot. And there is something that we are forgetting that is similar to eye contact, but it's not. Face expressions. They are very important. So if I'm doing a speech with like my, and I don't think about my eyes, like I'm keeping like my eyes not wide open, so they're like this, it's kind of like sleepy. So I need to be careful that I don't have to be like a maniac, but I need to be aware of what's around me. So I present myself with my body steady, ready, and my eyes wide open, my smile ready to go. I always remember the smile, or at least like a friendly expression of your face. That's very important. So I have to write it down. What did I say? Face expressions. This just hates me. Face expressions. And posture, gesture, and yeah. So this all also includes the way we walk, the way we move. Some people actually say, there is a very famous quotation that says that the 90% of the way our speech will go is given from the first step. The very first step we say, when we set when we walk on stage, is going to determine if we are a good speaker or a bad speaker. Because it's thank you so much, Ian, it's so useful. It's the way we show who we are. We project our own vision of ourselves. So it's pretty awesome. So we have all these things, and so I would like to move on to the mind. So we have what we can control is voice and body, so they are tools that we have. But the mind is even worse, because the mind sometimes it's harder to control. So there are some psychological things that we have to think about when we're talking. What are they? Focusing. Yeah, we can't lose the focus. So we get there. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, because you get overwhelmed by all these things. Oh my God, what's gonna happen now? So, and we just say, okay, so thanks, guys, bye. And then you just run. No, you can't, because maybe you're getting paid to do this thing, or maybe you're about to lose a client. So you need to be oh, this is good. You need to be focused. And also, we have to think about what? The use of the topic. Yes, what we're gonna say. So the use of the language. Sometimes we could have this problem. For example, people that are not native, they have to think twice, because they have to think about the way they're expressing themselves in English, but also the way that people will understand them. They have to think about the best way to express something that is not in their native language. Or on the same side, if I am British or American or Australian or English native speaker in any way, I will have to think of who's my audience. Am I going to use an easy language? Am I going to use a more difficult language? So we have to set up all these things before we get on stage. Is there something else over here, guys?
Context awareness.
Contact?
Context awareness. I mean, as you were saying, like, I mean, you have to be aware of, like,
Awareness of
your
what?
audience. Like,
Awareness, exactly. Awareness. Awareness of your awareness. Yeah, sure. Of your audience, of where you are. Where am I saying? Position. So many people I see when they walk on stage, and it's so annoying. So there is a spotlight here, right? And they walk there, and they just stay here, and the spotlight is just next to them, and the spotlight takes half of their body. And you're like, dude, can you just like move one little step on the side so you can have the whole light on you? The spotlight is the most important thing there, guys, because it will give the impression to the audience that you're actually talking to them. So aware of the position also. For example, if you are standing there and I'm standing here, I have to look really thoroughly on the distance between you and I. So if I'm gonna stay too close to you, am I gonna overlap you? Am I not? Or also what the others are saying. So if I'm talking and maybe it's a debate, and I have to really be careful and mindful of what the other person there with me on stage is doing, okay? So other speakers. There is one last thing, guys, that the mind also is very mindful of. And what can it be? It's probably the hardest thing of all to do public speaking. The key. Stage fright, guys. stage fright. It's your mind is ready, but also is aware that you might fuck it up big time. So it's true, guys. So we are so aware that we're about to go there. We're going to have to put all this stuff together. People are going to look at us. They're going to judge us. They're going to think. They're going to have to be moved by us or think the way we do. We have to convince them. We have to be good. But you know what? I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. But maybe not. That's the hardest part. It's your mind blocking you from being the best, your best self. So now we said all these things, and I didn't forget anything. Yes, the quality, yes. And also, yeah, one other thing that actually I forgot in awareness is also the camera, which I am very forgetting at the moment, so it's here. So when we're doing this, we also have to think position, audience, other speaker, where's the camera? I always have to be in the position that is angled the right way so the camera can capture me. So I can't do all this speech like this, because then the camera won't capture me very well. You know, I have to kind of try to stay in a position where every one of you can see me and understand me. So to do this thing in practice now, I would like to do a round of you guys. Just you have to say your presentation and one thing that you think you would like to improve in your public speaking. When it's your turn, you have to stand up, say your name, and one thing you think you want to improve. But it's okay, Mao. But what I want to do is not a circle. So you have to pretty much listen to each other, and it's just going to be, you're just going to stand up when you feel it's your turn. So don't overlap to each other, and whoever's going to start, starts, and then we just keep going. But everyone has to stand up, say their name, and say the thing. Say your name. Ian, you never listen. Say your name. Just
my name and what we need to
and what you think you would need of all these things, the thing you think you would love to improve of all of these. Like, okay? Who wants to start?
My name's Ian, and I need to improve on my stage fright first.
Thank you, Ian.
I don't need to improve anything.
Be manual and actually probably the camera thing. I always look wherever I want to look. Like now I should look at Ian, but I'm not. Yeah, that's what I should make.
Thank you.
Yes. Come on, Mom.
No, you don't have to call out names. They stand up when they're ready.
My name's Andriana, and I need to be more aware of my hand gestures. I learned that after I went to my first Toastmasters meeting 2 months ago.
Thank you.
My name is Kash. I need to improve on volume, energy.
Thank you. Energy's pretty good.
No.
Yeah, like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody, aw.
yeah, energy. Like I always get excited, but these are my assholes.
Okay.
So that's why, like, too much energy.
Okay. Control your energy. Yeah.
My name is Martin. I need to improve my voice intonation. I was also a Toastmaster sometimes, and I was always getting feedback on the voice, mostly on the voice intonation.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vincent, and I need to improve my stage fright predominantly. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Cara, and I would probably also have to improve my stage fright and just be more confident about what I'm doing.
Thank you.
My name is Casey, and I think the two that would go together the most would be clarity and speed. And when I speak, I need to slow down, so it's a lot clearer.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. Come on, guys, we're almost there.
I'm Ryan. I would like to improve my clarity and my posture.
Thank you.
My name is Mo,
give it a need to improve stage fright.
That was good.
So, my name is Daryl, and I think I probably have to improve my gesture and my intonation.
Okay. Thank you.
My name is Ivan, and I'd like to improve my focus and ability to speak clearly.
Thank you. I'm missing everyone? No, you're the camera. Did we all speak? You don't want? Okay, no worries. All right, guys. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate you all because this is I come from theater, and this is something that in theater is super hard because I saw that because it always happens that two people stand up at the same time. There was no overlapping. It was really good. So it means that you guys have a good feeling of all of you. So it's a nice group. So thanks for that. And congratulations on you because you all stood up on your own time and it was really good. And also thanks for speaking like that because pretty much all your presentations were pretty good. So we can work on things, but yeah, we'll do it now. So let's move forward, right? All right, cool. So what do I want to do first? Do you want to start with voice? Let's do that. I like voice. So let's start with talking about voice in general. So do you know where the voice comes from? La, la, la? Excuse me? From your mouth. Okay, and how does your voice get produced? From your vocal cords, exactly. So when we think about vocal cords, have someone been on my Pecha Kucha? Some of you? So I think the biggest takeaway from my Pecha Kucha was the shape of the vocal cords. Have you guys seen vocal cords before?
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone remembers that from my Pecha Kucha. But pretty much they look like this. So, sorry. Maybe. So they look. This is not a vagina, exactly. So that's like what everyone remembers about my speech, that vocal cords are not a vagina. But they do look like that. So you can remember this for the rest of your life, which is pretty good. So what happens is that when we speak, when the air comes out, they vibrate like that. And that's how they produce the sound. So it's pretty cool, eh? I see you're like very impressed like that. I know, it's pretty gross, but it's also super nice. So when you think about I explain this as if, think about your body as a guitar. So your vocal cords are the strings of your guitar, right? But you just have this guitar that it's there with the strings and it's ready to be used, but you don't know how to play it. So how do we get to play it? With our hands. So our hands will be the key to be a good guitar player. In this case, in the vocal cords case, we need to train our breath. The breath is the key of speaking, guys. And it sounds like stupid, to be honest, because like, well, breathing, come on, seriously, I learned that when I was born. Well, kind of, because we need to learn how to breathe and from where. So when we breathe, most of the times when we are just talking amongst each other, we breathe from here. And so it's like breathing from our chest. And that's okay. I mean, we're just talking normally. But when I'm doing a speech like the one I'm doing to you, I need to rely on my core breath, which is called diaphragmatic breath. You guys know what diaphragm is? Who doesn't know? You don't? Okay, cool. So, okay. So if you look on Google diaphragm, they say that diaphragm is like a dome. Has a shape of, is a muscle, of course, that has the shape of a dome. So we have this kind of little, well, I don't like to call it dome, I like to call it calzone. You know what calzone is? Yeah. So, because the more yeast you put in the calzone, the bigger it will be. So what we need to do is to put more yeast, so more breath into our belly. So we need to basically, you can try with me. So the best way to do it is to stand like a little bit more, yeah, exactly, towards, yep, the chair. And then just like inhale from your nose, like, And stay, hold, and then exhale. To know if I'm doing it right, you have to put your hand here on your diaphragm, which is pretty much under your stomach. Exactly. So when I inhale, I feel this, it's kind of a hot air balloon. It's like inflating, like, yeah, like if you're skydiving. It goes towards out, and then it goes backwards. Exactly. So this is our diaphragm, and it's the most important thing when we're talking, guys. It's literally our core. Without this, we can't feel stable. I don't feel centered. If I speak with my chest, my voice is most likely going to be in my head, and it's just going to go light, and it's just going to make me panic, because all the air is going to go in my head, and I'm not going to have a good speech, guys. I promise you. That's how it goes. It makes me nervous. I feel uncomfortable already. I've been speaking for 5 seconds like that, and I already feel uncomfortable. I need to center it. So some people just really do a lot of exercises about the diaphragm. They try for days and days. But what I think you can do if you want to improve this, just 5 minutes, even not even a day, even 3 times a week. Don't say that to everyone, but even 3 times a week. Just go on your bed. Can I have a volunteer laying on the table? Come on, Mao. We order sushi. We put sushi on. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So you just lay down on the thing, and what I advise is you get like few books like those ones we have on the table. You put them just on your diaphragm, and then you breathe, and you push it out, and then you push it back. By doing this, what you're doing, you are training your muscle, because the diaphragm is a muscle, and guess what? It works. You know, when you see all these beautiful, I go on YouTube, and I look for these beautiful ladies with this beautiful body, the abs, they're so good. I'm like, oh my God, I want to be like them. But then I do nothing for it. You know, I don't go and train. I don't do abs every day. They do. They get awesome body. I don't. Why? Because I don't train. So the same thing is for the diaphragm. We will have a more beautiful voice, a better stage presence, which is just going to help all of these 3 things if we just train it. We need to train it, guys. So that's very important. So for you to do home, so this is a takeaway, 5 minutes, put the books. So breathe in, stay, breathe out. And if you want, the next step is going to be etc., etc. I can go on for ages. So yeah, no, I don't want to annoy you with that. But basically, you have to let your air out with just this S. Can you try? You want to try? Just like that. So breathe in, hold, because that's going to be our space when we speak, and then breathe out with the S. The hold is very important. Yes, guys, that's good. Yeah, keep going, keep going. So this position is not good. So you have to kind of like be, especially for the beginning. And this is going to help us with so many things, but especially many of you, I heard about volume. This is very good for your volume, because then you can control it. So I can do, I can control if I want my volume to be like this, or if I want my volume to be louder, you know? And when I do this, if you see, my diaphragm is moving because I am pushing it, using it. It's a muscle, okay? So this one was the first takeaway that I wanted to give to you. So please do it. Promise me you do it. You do it? You do it, you do it, you do it? Okay, good. All right, so yeah, we talked about this. Yes, another one just about this is articulation. So, very easy. Before you go on stage, you just do that. Do it. So it doesn't matter. You look you look like little monsters. And then, so this is gonna be opening your mouth, and then we do. on the side, as if like there was like ah, and then e, and then oh, put your lips out, oh, big, and then sorry, and then ooh, it's gonna be like ooh, I want this out, ooh, more, Cara, more, ooh, exactly, yeah, ooh, no, more, lips out, ooh, exactly, better, yes. So, and all together it's gonna be ah, e, o, ooh, and then this becomes pretty much this. And this is like, I know it looks very bad, and you're probably gonna have a very beautiful like memory of me doing this, other than all the rest I've said. But it is super nice. Also, it opens all your, well, this is another lesson, but we speak with like different parts of our face. And so it opens everything, so your voice can literally filter everywhere in your face. And this means it can resonate. Resonation is very, 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 very important in communication. If I am communicating with you, the way I resonate with my body, my voice resonates inside of me, is going to give you emotion. It determines if you have any emotions or not from me. All right? And the reason why we do diaphragm is that because the diaphragm links us to the bottom, and so our voice has more space. If I speak from here and here, just I limitate my speech in this area, my voice won't have space. It won't have room to have volume, to have clarity, to have pitch, anything. I need more space so I can variate. I can be a better speaker. All right? Cool.
We
Yes.
have Alex online,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that he's pretty confident in presenting, but he struggles to project his voice.
Exactly. So that's pretty much what, hello, you have to do. Because I was looking at you like the camera's here. Yeah. So yes, keep doing this exercise every day if you really want to improve that. And especially before you have a speech, just go there and do it. Like breathe in, and that's really good for your projection. Projection, the basics is this exercise. And everyone in the world will tell you this. So, yep, do that. All right. Any other question? No? Any question up here?
So, is there like a technique to throw your voice, kind of like rather than just being very loud? But
Yeah.
Actually, you're throwing. Is there actually a technical?
Kind of. So, again, sorry, go back to the diaphragm. Well, I explain it like this usually. Think about you are a fisherman, and you have a hook, exactly. So you have, in order to project a lot, you need to hook first. So you need to hook your voice, so your breath, you hook your breath in your diaphragm, and you can launch further. So this all starts from here. Hook and launch. And if you think about doing it loud, it's just going to go in your throat. A bad speaker has lots of things on lots of veins on his throat. You will notice that. You will notice people that are okay, maybe I can show you. People that speak like this, and they try hard to speak louder, and they're just hurting their vocal cords. That's not good. Because when you think about projecting, you don't have to think loud, you have to think anchored with a hook. So think about hook here. I know, I'm very visual, so that's just...
How do I do that practically?
Practically, you breathe and imagine. So it's about imagination, I swear God. You think, when you think about breathing, imagine that you have a hook and you're gonna hook it here. So hooked. And then when you speak, you're just gonna use the power, the air that is in your diaphragm. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
It's imagination in imagination in speaking is very big, because if we use images instead of knowing, oh, you know, I have to inflate my diaphragm and then anchor and then stay, and like instead of saying anchor, you have to say like technical words that you don't understand. It's not gonna work. Because if you are a web designer, if you tell me you have to do, I don't know, technical stuff like CPR, SDR, whatever things you guys, STP, GDPR, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what did you just say? Excuse me? I don't know. But if you say, oh, we need to improve your privacy policy, oh, okay, cool. You know, I understand that. Exactly. So, like, you know, so you have to, imagination is the language that our mind understands because it's just ours. So you make a concept yours and you transmit it to your body. If I want to move my arm, my brain tells my arm to move it. I don't have to think about it. So it's already a concept I have. That's why if you use your imagination, your brain will communicate it through the image you have already in your head. Make sense? Okay. Okay, so I want to do something about stage fright because this was something that many people said that they have trouble with it. My tips about stage fright, well, stage fright is there, guys. It's not going to go away. It exists. Everyone has it. I have it every time I'm about to do something. It's normal. It's adrenaline. It's probably the thing that is going to make your speech awesome, amazing. But, of course, we have to limit it so we don't just run away, you know? My technique is before I go on stage, I take 3 deep breaths. But it's not like, okay, I'm going to go on stage. This is going to just make me panic more. Because I see people doing that. I'm just going to, you know, when they say a pregnant lady, just breathe. And she's like, you're just like, why? You're making the woman panic, you know? So I see it this way. You breathe while you are seeing yourself in the best version of yourself. So I imagine me. I will put my example. I will share this with you guys. I'm probably the most insecure person you will ever meet in your life. And I know, but that's true. That's who I am. But I'm here talking to you. Why? Because before I do the speech, I imagine the best version of myself. I imagine that I am beautiful. I imagine that I am great. I imagine that I have the skills. I know how to do this. And it is all within the breath. So you just imagine, I can do it, I'm good. And also, you have to think about the spotlight. The spotlight, whether there is or whether there is not, you're going to be in the center. Everyone is going to look at you. And when they look at you, you just look better. That's a fact. When you see, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, you see all these singers there, oh my God, he's so hot. Oh my God, I want to date him. And then you see him downstage with a normal shirt and you don't recognize him, and then he introduces himself and you're like, oh, I saw you. Well, you don't look right. You don't look beautiful anymore. Why? But that's true though. Do you agree? Because it's the stage light. When you're there, they think you're the most beautiful person in the world. You go out, you're like sweating, like no, not nice. And you're just like another one of us. So think about these things, and I think they can really help you. Stage light, 3 deep breaths, and think about the best version of yourself and think that you're going to do a great speech. It's going to be amazing. And you're going to handle it. One trick that I can give you also is the third breath. When I take the third breath, I don't exhale. I take the third breath and I go with that energy that I gathered about myself, that feeling great about myself. I gather and I set my step on stage, and that's where the magic happens. So try it and let me know how you go. Okay? This is Mao. This is your homework. Okay? No, we will later. Okay. Okay. Just my watch is not working, so I don't know what's the time. Okay, cool. We have some time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the last thing is body language. Well, we have like we have been like very quick, like there's so much to say about all this stuff, but just like we have to pick 3 things. So I pick the diaphragm, I pick the stage fright with, you know, handling it, and now body language. It's such a big thing. What we say about the posture, that we said about when we step on stage, that we have to impress, because that's what we have to, guys. Like it's true. I won't say, oh no, you don't have to impress anyone. That's bullshit. You have to impress. You are there to make a great speech. So don't show up like that. You're casual. That's not gonna work, guys. Literally, I'm telling you. You just show up there with your presence. And when you're there, there could be 2 different ways. So you're gonna be formal. So then if you can see, it's too short. But so if you're for example, I'm a presenter, right? So good evening, everybody. Welcome. So I'm gonna be super tiny. I'm gonna focus my energy down to the ground, and I'm gonna be little. You know, I'm gonna be. Thank you very much for coming. Please come in, and you know it's gonna be really great show. And I'm gonna just present this. But if I'm gonna be another presenter, so I'm gonna be like, hey guys, so today I'm gonna tell you something else. What happened to my posture? I spread my legs. And why? Because this gives me much more ground. If someone pushes me here, I fall. Sorry, but I always come out of camera. Don't do it on purpose. If someone pushes me, I fall. If someone pushes me here, I don't move. I am stable, I'm grounded. This is my speech. I'm gonna conquer you guys. Of course, again, depends on what you're saying. If I am a presenter, I'm gonna be, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Like, it just looks like, what the fuck is she doing? But generally speaking, if we use this posture, we're gonna be more powerful, okay? And eye contact. Eye contact is a very important thing. What I use with eye contact is, I try to, what they teach us in theater is that you have to use these tricks. So you do few seconds, so side, center, side, and then when you go back to the side, you look to someone else, but still you're looking on that side. So every time you look somewhere, you try to look to some different person, but still focus on 1, 2, 3, and if you have people in the back like I do today, 4. The 4 is very important because many times during the speeches, people just address to the people down level. So we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then the people up there, they feel ignored. They don't. Ian is like, it's just texting, so fair enough. But it's very important to. You don't have to think 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, but just really remember that side, center, side, and then go back, or switch it, of course, but remember to look at everyone. And maybe after like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, you do 1 up there. So after you do 2 turns, 2 rounds down, then you look at the people up. And you stay maybe a little bit longer. So if I'm going to say, for example, I'm going to say a sentence to you because, look, I think that this is really, really important to say that when you look at people, you have to look blah, blah, blah. And then I also like that you're on the phone texting and blah, blah, blah. And yes, I think it's super cool to do public speaking. So I've done a few rounds down here. And then I look up to the guys there to say, guys, I remember you. But I'm talking to you a bit longer because also this is gonna put my chin not too much higher, but a little bit higher. So my position is also gonna be important. You know, like I'm gonna look more important when I'm saying some stuff. So remember this stuff. Gesture. Commedia dell'arte. Have you done that ever? I've done that. Commedia dell'arte is all about gesture and stuff. So where do I put my hands when I talk? What happens? Ma, where would you put your hands? Ever?
In your pockets.
In your pockets, never. There's a thing that they taught me when I was doing dancing. There's 3 positions. There are when you're doing something. So there is this position of your hands. That means I am superior. I think I'm better than you most of the times. It's just most of the times. When you're like, especially when you're at a lesson or something, you're like, okay, tell me, you know, like that. It's closing. But maybe if you put it higher and you kind of do this, it can mean I am here to share. So it just changes a lot. Look, I'm talking like this, and then I'm talking like this. It changes. It makes a whole difference. And at the hands, if I do this or if I do that, I change. Does it change? Does it look different, guys? If I talk like this, if I talk like that, if I talk like that. So we have to really think about what we're going to communicate. Also, this. If I'm talking like this, it probably will communicate to people that I don't have anything to teach you. I am here to learn from you. This is the basic position that we have when we are somewhere where we're learning from somebody. Tell me. I'm open to get your information inside. Send them to me. So I would never do that when I'm doing a speak unless I am doing, okay guys, tell me about you. This I would do. You know, now you guys talk. But when I'm talking and I'm communicating, no. One last thing, Peter Pan pose. This is like super powerful and is also very arrogant as a pose. So if you really don't know where to put your hands, don't think about them. That's the trick. Your hands are a part of your body as much as your nose is. Do you know where you put your nose? No, it's there. So don't think about your bloody hands, because we always, oh my God, where do I put my hands? Don't think about it. They're there. Like, I'm Italian, they go wherever they want, you know, like it's just, it's like separate part. But yeah, but anyway, I must say that when I speak in English, I don't use that much. When I speak in Italian, I'll be like that, like that, like that. But English is another language code, so I use less. Still I use it. But why? Because even though English language is not a language that uses much of the hands in the speaking, it's very powerful. It leaves you something. It gives you energy. My hands, they teach in musical theater hands. So when you see a singer doing like la la, do you see the hands like that? You see the hands like that. Hands are a powerful item. Energy to you, okay? So if you don't know where to put them away. But if you're using them, use them. Use the power in your fingers. Cool, yeah? Okay, so I don't know again what time it is, so I don't want to make it delayed. Okay, cool. So la la la. We're gonna do a quick exercise, guys. So how many of us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to play? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 people. So we're gonna do, how much is it? Divided by 2?
Actually, I have to least short.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Then we are 12, so we're gonna do 2 groups of 6. So 2 groups of 6, guys. Thank you. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 1 piece of paper each. Actually, you can do it yourself. So you can pass it on. Okay. Quick, quick, quick. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks.
Don't be scared. It's just gonna be a super hard exercise. Super hard. It's actually a game. So it's an exercise, but also a game. So it should go. You too, you can do it, but I mean, unless you're in a group, it's going to be harder. But you can have a look into it. Okay. So which are the groups? So we have. I need you to kind of stay or sit near each other. Do you all have a thing? Do you all have a pen? Also, communication. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ian, 6.
What about May?
Ah.
May 6.
Okay, and you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll be a judge.
You be the judge. Okay. So, okay. But May has to come now.
May will be the photographer.
Maybe you can join this group, Jim. Okay. So, okay. Let me find it. Okay, so. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And. Okay. So, hello. Super quickly. Each one of you is going to write one of these sentences. So we're going to have sentence. Come on. Oh, okay. Sentence number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, number 1, you're going to write a greeting, any greeting. So it could be hello, or good morning, good evening, or ave, or whatever you want. Any greeting word, whatever. The second person is going to say, who are you addressing to? Hello, young Padawans, or whatever you want. I don't know, okay? To whom. Then the third person is going to write, my name is whatever you want. Maybe if you have to put any name that is like a well-known person, make sure that maybe someone that we all know who they are. For example, Madonna, whatever. Okay? And then my name is so. And then the fourth one would be today. I'll talk about whatever argument you want to speak about. So today I'll talk about, I don't know, how's it called? Ice, snow in the desert. I don't know. Today I'll talk about and something else. So we have two topics, and then the end would be like a thank you sentence. Any thank you sentence. So I don't know, enjoy your holiday or whatever. Okay. So this is going to be in groups. How do we do this? We're going to have, is there a spare paper? So it's like it's quite a kind of a fun game. You can use your imagination for that. So I will write the thing, for example, here. So blah, blah, and then I fold back. And then I pass it to the next person. And then blah. You all need one piece of paper because you're all going to write together. Exactly. So we're going to have 10 seconds for each sentence.
10 seconds.
Yeah. We're gonna well, how do we do that? We're gonna pass them around in watch in a clockwise. So we're gonna have to find a way so where you're gonna have to.
I think we all start with one. Everyone needs a paper.
Everyone has a paper.
Yeah.
Everyone has a paper.
Oh, everyone has a paper.
And then, okay, hold on. And then I put which one they're on.
So you're, oh no, everyone writes together. So now we're all gonna write greeting. And then when you've done it, you do this. And when you do this, we pass it on to the person next to us. And the person next to us, blah, blah, blah. The only problem is how to get from here to there. But
we can pull it to an airplane.
well, we'll find. We'll work it out. We just need a runner. All right, guys. So
Ian is going to help us.
okay, 3, 2, 1, and we start with greeting. Write a greeting. Yes, we will fold it. So everyone is done, guys? When everyone is done, fold it backwards and pass it to the person on your, we're going to do, oh no, because we have 2 groups, because otherwise we're too many. Oh, actually, no, it works. Just clockwise, guys. to the person to the right because we're equal number.
So it always has to go.
Exactly. Yes. Just all the same way. Sorry, guys. I'm an artist. Math is not my thing. I'm not. You didn't come. You didn't come. It's okay. So, guys, ready to write to whom? To whom you're greeting. So, greetings, everybody. Greetings, young fellas. Greetings, whatever. Lilliputians, or greetings, Smurfs, whatever you want. This is fun. When you're all done, put your hand up so we can like just switch.
What's the difference between the number 1 and number 2?
What do you mean?
What's the difference between one is a greeting, one
So
is
greetings is like hello people. Sorry, hello, good morning, ave or whatever, and then to whom.
Alright.
It's just gonna be a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So how's it going? So and you are. Wait. What's happening here? Oh, you're doing 2 groups anyway. Oh, okay, fair enough. So Kara, she didn't get yours? Okay, it's coming. Guys, make sure you do it backwards, okay? Backwards. Okay, no, but she doesn't have one, so I'm just waiting. My name is. Anything, any name you want. Literally use any person, any name, anything. I don't care. One, two, three, and next.
These don't have to be like.
Today I'll talk about. Sorry.
These don't have to be completely PC, right? Okay.
It should be fun. Okay, then they're switching. People are super quick. Make sure you don't write like the doctors, so your writing is readable.
It should be you.
So, we did this today. I'll talk about, yes, now we have and. So another thing we want to talk about. Ian, you'll have a special one.
Yeah.
Switching, guys? Everyone is switching? It's super hard. Yeah, but it's like, it's a little bit fun. I mean, we've been talking a lot.
Yeah. Thank you. Like a closing.
And a closing thing. Okay, it could be also enjoy or whatever, but be creative. Doesn't necessarily have to be polite. Politeness is for rookies.
Right. Oh no, that's it. And then we pass them on, so we're...
Huh? So you pass it to the next person.
So what is the point of this? Is the one that
I'll tell you in a second. I can't say it, otherwise Mao will run away. You pass it and then you get your own in your hands. You keep it there. Not opening. Now it's yours. All right. So now what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a quick round of everyone. Each one of you. Sorry, is gonna come up and you can read it, and you have to read it out loud for us as a presentation. If your character is whatever character it is, try to be the character. So if you're Madonna, be the character. Whatever, so... Okay, so I give you 10 seconds to read your sentence. read yours? Guys, so who wants to be the volunteer, the first volunteer doing this game? Yeah, please. Okay, guys. Din, 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 din. Emanuela, we need your attention because we have someone presenting. So let's give a big clap. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao. Hippies, my name is Batman. Today, I want to talk about the best cocktails in town. And about Hubbo. Thank you very much for your attention. Good.
Woo!
It did sound like Batman.
It did. So if I can give you one advice,
Yeah.
your shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Good.
You are Pac-Man, so that's fair enough. I mean, but your shoulders.
Shoulders.
And that's going to be also the key to project better. The straighter and the better, the more your voice will reach further lengths, okay? Next. Come on. Everyone has to go. Oh, yeah, Cara, let's give a big round of applause.
Hello, Mama.
Wow.
My name is Paula. Today I will describe our mission to Venus and programming in CPR. Thanks for putting up with me.
Thank you. Good. Make sure you do these exercises about the diaphragm.
It's actually really hard to do.
It is. That's why you need to. It's a muscle. So the more you do, the more it gets used to it. I know, right? Oh, fuck you. I don't like you. Well.
Beautiful morning, young magical wizard. My name is the king of the world. Today I'll talk about my feelings, the depths of my soul. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And thanks for all the fish.
That was super good.
That was awesome.
It's like it sounds totally like the speech from the child to the parents. I am the king of the world, Mom and Dad. Thank you very much for listening to my feelings. Very good. Posture as well. And probably just feel more your body be more centered. And that will help you because you're very tall. And so you have to really have good control of your body. Okay? Okay. Whoops.
Kablooey, everyone. Dear Queen of Holland. My name is Luke Skyhopper, and I will talk about the proper way to put on a condom.
That's really good.
And my future divorce.
That's awesome.
Thank you for your cooperation. It means the world to me.
Very good. Lots of breathing exercises.
Was there really, or I need it?
Just for projection. You can improve projection, and that's just doing it. You'll be awesome. Okay. Now there is Balinese intermezzo. Someone wants to come? Come on, Kashfi. Come on.
I don't know how to be Kim Jong-un.
Greetings, donor. My name is what? My name is woo. Today I'll talk about onions and peppers and why the African economy is failing. Thanks for attending. Today your new life starts. Yay.
Thank you.
The posture, the Superman posture.
Yo, young Padavans. My name is Lucas. Today I'll talk about the war on squirrels in Antarctica and the easiest way to make the fluffiest pancakes. Now, let's go eat a baguette with nothing.
Good. That was good. I think you need to work, but of course it's the first time you read it, but you need to work more on your presence. And through the presence, then also you will project more your voice. It's all connected. All right?
Don't know what Lord Voldemort sounds like. But welcome to the party, ladies and gents. My name is Lord Voldemort. Today, I'll have to talk about time, like it doesn't exist, and Star Wars. I hope you enjoyed my speech.
Thank you. That speed was good. I don't know why you're so worried about that, but
It's because up there I'm more
Conscious.
aware of it, I'm more conscious of it. When I've done public speaking before and I don't really prepare, it's like going through it, but if I really prepare and if it's something that's more professional,
okay.
I'm more comfortable with it. But even like right now, I feel like my heart pounding and like, I get like,
Exactly.
just, that I kind of get lost.
One advice that I can give to all of you actually, before one speech, what I do and it's so useful, I use the mirror. I go in front of the mirror, I try part of my speech, maybe the first few lines and the ending. Look at yourself, project yourself in the situation, and you can be the judge of yourself and see, oh my God, okay, I'm going too fast, and you try it again. Allow yourself half an hour to do that before you're doing a speech, and you see a great hell of a difference. I promise you. The mirror is your friend, it's not your enemy. Okay? Next one. Come on, guys. People want to have lunch. Ryan.
I'm gonna steal King John's thunder. Good evening, Barack Obama. My name is Ian the intern. And today I'll talk about sex and the theory of everything. And it was boring to meet you.
Thank you. That was good. Just improve your posture. Exactly. Mao. Come on, Mao. Yes. So I'm making this exercise, guys, so that you are reading something that it's not. You don't have to talk about yourself. You are doing a character, so it's also like an acting exercise. So it's fun. Yeah. So this is not Mao. This is the new person. She's gonna read to us.
Hello, Shawn Mendes. My name is Lucifer, Dark Lord of Evil. Today I will talk about tantric massage and the monkeys. Enjoy my very able advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Mao. That was clear. I could get that. It was good. Why are you so scared of that?
Still.
You were in front of everybody. You did it. You made it through the hand. So well done.
Right.
Coolio. Bravo, Mao. Actually, I have to say something. I promised her she would not talk in this workshop. So she did it. So well done. She didn't know you can't trust me anyway. She knows she can never trust me. Exactly. Come on.
Hello, everyone, your majestic ambassadors, lords, ladies, and gentlemen. My name is Kim Jong-un. Today, I'll talk about cupcakes and how to catch a monkey. Thank you so much for listening.
Oh, well done. The energy was very well centered, so well done. You were doing the characters and you were not moving like Kashfi. So you were the king of, you were actually doing a character. So when you want to do a speech and you want to have less of that moving, you think about the king and you reduce it a little bit. Okay? Or you're the intern. Yeah, exactly.
Hey noobs, my name is Buddha. Today I'll talk about Star Wars and how I break up with my boyfriend. Goodbye, good luck, and go to hell.
Aww.
Sorry.
That was a bit blushing. Thank you. Yeah, very good. Be more confident with yourself because you can. You got it. You got the voice. You got the presence. You can do it. So just be more confident. Okay? Who else? Who we got? More? Everyone done it? Oh, no, man. She was like, I'm safe. I'm safe.
Hi there, all you beautiful people. I'm cash free, so you can call me Cash and Free. Today I'm going to talk about my business and all the imminent arrival of the magical unicorn. Yashimashi.
Well done. Well done. Well done. You could even be more. You could even like do more. More present.
It was cash free, man.
All right, guys. So Ian, improvisation. Improvisation, Ian. Come on. All right, give us an improvisation and give me a person. Tell me, you're a person. You are Michael Jackson. And you're going to talk to us about donuts. And Pringles. Okay, and the rest is up to you. That's how you whoever you like. The rest is up to you. It's improv.
Not chill.
It's like a high.
It's like a really like.
All right. So when you're lost, just isolate yourself from the rest. Breathe,
But I
turn,
need them,
do it.
because I don't know what it sounds like.
Oh no, now. So breathe, turn. When you're ready, turn and do it. Okay.
My name's Michael Jackson.
Today I'll talk about the donuts and some Pringles. Like I said.
Very good. Thank you, Ian, for the improv. That was really nice. And now I was so expecting your woo like that thing, but no, that's a shame. Oh, fair enough. Okay, that's point 2. Yeah, monthly subscription to Ian. All right, guys. So thank you all for coming here. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer. If not, we can wrap it up. I know you're hungry, but I'm here to answer your questions. So I don't know if I'm over time anyway. Am I? Yes, I am. So I will do that. I will wrap it up. So I hope you can do these exercises that we did at home. And if you're so kind to let me know how you went, so I can know if this actually is working for you guys from Wood, and this would be really great to have feedback. And yeah, see you next time. What I do, I pretty much teach voice and acting and public speaking. So if you know anyone that wants to have some lessons, or if you want to have some lessons, then come my way and let me know. And yeah, coolio, enjoy your lunch. Thank you.